YouTube, how's it going? Frogs Angels is back with some more NFL content, more NFL rankings to be specific. I got an interesting one here. So this is an AFC video. I took all the AFC divisions. Don't worry, we'll do the NFC. I took all the AFC divisions and I ranked the quarterbacks in each of those divisions. I got 10 quarterback rankings per division. 10. So we're gonna see some backups here. We're gonna see some rookies maybe. Who knows? As you see in the thumbnail, got the AFC South. Reason they're up there is because those three guys right there were hard to split up, let me tell you. So can't wait till we get into that one. Can't wait to get into all these. Again, we will do the NFC in a separate video. Let me know your guys' rankings in the comments. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the video. This was a fun one to do. Before we get into it, subscriber goals. 10K subscribers. Please help us get there if you haven't clicked that button yet. Thanks to everyone who already subscribes and is back at the channel. But let's get on to it. Start with the AFC East. I'm going to just show you the 10 right off the bat, and I'm going to explain them. Tom Brady, number 1. Do I have to explain that one? No. Number 2 is Ryan Tannehill from the Dolphins. Did not play last season. I was never super high on him, but it's not too hard for him to be number 2. But we see that the Dolphins need him. They need him pretty bad. So he's definitely deserving of a starting job. There's no doubt about that. Maybe a shocker at 3. I got Teddy Bridgewater at number 3. Based off what he's shown us when he's played. I know he's been hurt. It's still a big question mark. We need to see more. But Teddy Bridgewater is a good quarterback. He's a smart quarterback, accurate quarterback, and was very athletic. I'd imagine he still is, even though maybe not as athletic because of the unfortunate injury. Number 4 is Josh McCown. McCown had a great season last year. I know he's another year older like everyone else, but he's getting up there in age. Very smart, intangibles through the roof. Just behind Teddy Bridgewater, though, just because another year older and got hurt last year. A.J. McCarron's 5. Never was big on McCarron becoming a starter somewhere. Everyone was always saying he should be a starter somewhere. Never was big on that. Not saying he's not a top 32 quarterback. Maybe he is because there's a shortage on him. But he comes in at 5 in really a poor quarterback division, unfortunately. Sam Darnold and Josh Allen, 6, 7. You can flip those around if you'd like. They're pretty much dead even. I'm not a fan of either of those rookie quarterbacks in terms of pro ready. If you were with us when I covered the draft, you should know my thoughts on both of them. I think they both can be very good with time, but on the two teams they're on now, I honestly think they should play right now. When I mean with time playing is how I always look at it. Other people think with time sitting on the bench, sitting behind some random quarterback. Don't agree with that. But they come in at 6, 7. Brian Hoyer, 8. I mean, sitting behind Brady on the Patriots. I don't know, getting up there in age. We haven't really seen him play all that much in the recent past. But, I mean, he's got to still have some in the tank, and he's playing for the Patriots, so he comes in at 8. And then Brock Osweiler, now on the Dolphins, comes in at 9. Nathan Peterman at 10 for the Bills. So we see 3 Jets. We see 3 Bills. But a Patriot takes the top of the list. Not surprising at all. I mean, Peterman can climb this list if he gets the chance. Did not look good in that game last year, but it was he kind of just got thrown in there. Don't agree with that. So really not all his fault, but wasn't good at the same time. So there's the top 10 for the AFCs. Let me know your guys' top 10. Maybe you got a guy that I don't have in here. That's very possible. I just ranked 10 for each of the divisions to make it even. Some divisions I didn't even want to do 10. Division like this, it's not too deep, not too good. But I did 10 for a lot of divisions. Some divisions I wanted to go more. But there's my AFCs. Let me know your guys' East. We're going to go on to the North now. Number 1, no surprise, is Big Ben from the Steelers. Pretty obvious at 1. Then we have pretty much I think 2 through 4 can go. You can flip those either way. Mainly 2 or 3. I went with Joe Flacco at 2, and then Dalton at 3. Really, what split them up for me is, I think they've been pretty even in play. Dalton, maybe the ratio, touchdown reception has been better. Flacco has been more accurate, though, at the same time. More consistent, I should say. And then what really split him up is Andy Dalton does have A.J. Green. Joe Flacco wishes he has A.J. Green. I know that's a weird way of splitting them up, but I think if Flacco had better weapons, I think he'd for sure be better. But you can flip those either way, and I won't argue with you. Tyrod Taylor at 4. Led the Bills in the playoffs last year. They didn't want him anymore, though, but not far behind Flacco and Dalton there. Baker Mayfield at 5, behind Tyrod Taylor, even though I think Baker Mayfield should probably start day one. That doesn't mean I think he's better than Tyrod Taylor right now, but very close. Number 6 is Lamar Jackson. Big fan of Lamar Jackson. Hopefully, I think Flacco could still play, but hopefully Lamar Jackson gets his chance soon, because I think he's going to bring something new to the game. It's going to be very fun to watch and hard to game plan against. Number 7 is Drew Stanton. So we got 3 Browns in here already. Stanton's a pretty good quarterback for being probably the third string guy. We'll see. Then 8, maybe a little bit of a wild card here. I went Mason Rudolph. I thought he was a late first-round quarterback. The Steelers steal him later than we expected. I think Rudolph could be a good quarterback. Learning behind Big Ben should be good for him. Matt Barkley comes in at number 9, backing up Andy Dalton. We've seen him play. We've seen him play for the Chicago Bears. He was not that bad. And then 10, Landry Jones, the Steelers. You actually could put Dobbs in here too. I did always like Dobbs. I enjoyed watching him for the Volunteers. Maybe not the ideal NFL quarterback, but he can play. Maybe he takes a roster spot from Landry Jones. Maybe one of those guys doesn't make the roster. It'd be surprising if Dobbs didn't make the roster, because he just came on the team last year. So we'll see. But Landry Jones has been the guy if Big Ben went down. And, I mean, he hasn't really looked all that bad. So he comes in at number 10 there. Let me know your guys' rankings for the North. We're on to the South. Like I said, it was hard splitting up those top 3 guys. A lot of thought went into it. You know, I'm always predicting stuff like that. This is one of the hardest ones. This is one of the hardest things I had to do here. Yes, I went with Marcus Mariota, number 1, Andrew Luck 2, Deshaun Watson 3. And let me explain here. All 3 of these quarterbacks, you almost have to put a big question mark on last season. You almost have to take them away. Mariota did not play good last season. Play calling was terrible. Really, just the offensive system in general was terrible. It made his job very hard. Seen a lot of times 2 wideouts, or I should say 1 wideout and Delaney Walker going out for a pass. I don't know what they were doing, honestly. They're pretty obvious, too, what was going to be ran when. Andrew Luck didn't play. It's been a while since we've seen him play. Is he healthy? Is he still good? Deshaun Watson looked just outstanding, got hurt. So last year for all these guys, it's a big question mark. Mariota and Luck, I mean, Watson was a rookie last year, so this only applies to Mariota and Luck, looked, the last time they were good or played, looked just outstanding. I really liked where Mariota was going. Now they get a new offense coordinator in there. They get the Rams offense coordinator. I like the direction they're heading again. It was kind of funny that Mariota really was playing very, very well his first 2 years, and the Titans couldn't make the playoffs. And then he has a down year, and they make the playoffs. Very weird. But I really liked, 2 seasons ago, I really liked Mariota. Really liked his game. He's the guy I thought was going to be at the top of the league in a few years. And I'm kind of sticking with that. I think there's a chance for it. I'm not going to say it's a guarantee. I think good moves now, new offense in there. So I put Mariota 1. Luck, we kind of got to wait and see. Got to see him play again. Deshaun Watson just looked outstanding, like I said. Unfortunate injury. I hear he's already got the knee brace off. That's very impressive. Tough dude. I mean, I'm very high on Watson. I like him a lot. He's my number 1 quarterback coming out of that draft class, and there was no doubt in my mind. So I love Watson. Maybe another guy I want to see more of. It's kind of Luck and Watson. I want to see more. Mariota, I know he has it in him, and he's healthy at the moment. So that's really how I split them up. I had to take Danny Provolone's, our guy, kind of helps us out in a lot of content, with a lot of content in a lot of videos. I had to take his opinion too, and he was kind of on track with me here. So he thinks Deshaun Watson's going to take over division very soon, which I can't really disagree. If he keeps playing the way he was playing, I understand. But on to the rest of them. Blake Bortles 4, his best year last year, but could be better. We'd seen some pretty simple completions that he missed that really could have brought him to the Super Bowl. Jacoby Brissett, I think, is actually close to Blake Bortles there at 4. I think Jacoby Brissett is a very good quarterback. I liked him coming out of NC State a lot. Got some time with the Patriots. Got starting job last year for the Colts. Had the worst offensive line maybe ever. I mean, it was bad. I look at the Texans when they had David Carr. The Vikings a few years ago, those are just some of the worst offensive lines I've ever seen in NFL history, and I think the Colts may take the cake last year. So Brissett played pretty well for his first time starting with that offensive line. Not much around him, not much of a defense. So I think Brissett's pretty solid, honestly. 6, so there's a pretty big gap after 5. But 6, Blaine Gabbert now with the Titans. You know, he's got some playing time. Actually, he's looked better the last few times than he did when he was a rookie, or earlier on in his career, I should say. The Jags pick up Cody Kessler. He comes in at 7. Really, there was really no consideration of him being ahead of Gabbert. Luke Falk, the Titans steal him in the draft. I think he can be a pretty solid quarterback down the line. He might not get a chance for a while, but he comes in at 8. Brandon Whedon 9. Brad Kai at 10. So really, another one of those divisions. I didn't really want to go as far as 10, but we did. Really a big gap after, I should say, 6. Well, Gabbert's been pretty solid when he's had to step up. It's hard just to come off the bench and play. So, yeah, there's the AFC South. Let me know your guys' thoughts. That top 3 could go any order, and I wouldn't really argue with them. That's the way I split them up. That's the way I look at them. Want to be pretty clear, it's not based off last year. I should have said that at the start of the video. It's not based off just last year. It's kind of like right now. If we're playing right now and kind of going forward, not too far, who do I want to roll with? That's kind of how I went with these rankings. Should have made that clear in the beginning of the video. Hopefully you're still listening and understand. But we're on to the AFC West, the final division for the AFC. I got Phillip Rivers, the Chargers quarterback, taken number 1. Maybe some of you would have put Derek Carr. This was another very tough one. Not between 1 and 2. I was pretty clear on that. Pretty obvious. Phillip Rivers 1. Derek Carr 2. Derek Carr can play. Needs to stay healthy. I think the Raiders in general could get better. But 3 and 4 was just a battle. I originally had it flipped, but I'm kind of predicting that Case Keenum doesn't play as good as he did on the Vikings. He could still be solid, but that Vikings team is very good. So I was very high on Mahomes. Mahomes was number 2 on my quarterback prospect rankings behind Deshaun Watson coming out of the draft. So I do like Mahomes a lot, but we kind of got to see more. But same with Keenum, kind of got to see more. You can say it about Carr. I don't need to say more to say he's good, but you want to see more. That's why Phillip Rivers easily got the number 1 spot, even though Derek Carr can be better than him this year. Number 5 is Geno Smith. I think Geno Smith can play. I don't know. That's one guy that I always thought was needed more of a chance, honestly. I know he kept getting hurt with the Jets. A guy that I was maybe higher on than he ended up being coming out of the draft. I think it's a good backup for the Chargers there. Interesting pickup, but it's a good guy to have, I think, if he's healthy, needs the chance to play. E.J. Manuel comes in at 6. Another guy you can compare to Geno Smith, pretty similar style quarterback. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. Should he be starting? No, but not a bad quarterback. Chet Henne is now the Chiefs' backup. Pretty solid backup for them. He comes in at 7. Connor Cook at 8. Now maybe some of you would rather have Cook higher on the depth chart than E.J. Manuel, but I have it flipped. I got Cook down there at 8. And then I got 2 Broncos, 9 Paxton Lynch and 10 Chad Kelly. I wanted to make sure I include Chad Kelly here. I wanted to put him ahead of Lynch, but we haven't seen him play yet. Very good quarterback coming out of Ole Miss a few years ago. Off the field concerns, which drops him. Could have been maybe a second-round pick if it wasn't for it. So he's got talent. We know Paxton Lynch has it too, but just struggle when he's on the field. So I almost want to put Kelly ahead of him, but that's just kind of me saying, basing off what we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen him play in the NFL, really. So that's what I got. Let me know your guys' rankings on all of these divisions in the comments. It'll be pretty fun to see everyone's. Let me know if I missed anybody. I know there was a few guys in each one of these I was considering for the top 10. But let me know if you guys think I missed somebody. I should have put somebody in here. We'll see what you guys come up with. That'll do it for the AFC division quarterback rankings. We will do the NFC in the near future. Don't you worry. Got plenty other NFL and other sports content on the channel. 10K subscriber goal. So if you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, please do so. But that'll do it for this one. Stay tuned for more. Goodbye.